Freedom is not the absence of responsibility. It is not the ability to do whatever you want, whenever you want, without consequences. True freedom is something much deeper and much harder to attain. It demands sacrifice. It demands structure. It demands discipline. Imagine for a moment the life of someone who lives without discipline. Their mornings start late. Their commitments are missed. Their health deteriorates. Their relationships fall apart. They become slaves to their impulses. They think they are free because no one is telling them what to do, but in truth, they are chained to chaos, chained to suffering they cannot even explain. And freedom without discipline is a lie. It is a mirage that disappears the moment you try to grasp it. If you cannot control your appetites, your emotions, your actions, then the world will control them for you. You will fall under the rule of nature, and nature is not kind. It is brutal. It is indifferent. It crushes those who are not prepared. Discipline is the act of voluntarily organizing your life so that you can bear the weight of existence without collapsing. It is the recognition that there are better and worse ways to act, better and worse ways to think, better and worse ways to live. It is the courage to say to yourself, I will do what is necessary even when it is difficult, even when I am afraid. When you impose discipline on yourself, you trade short-term comfort for long-term strength. You train your mind and body to serve you rather than betray you. You create order out of chaos. And when you do that, something extraordinary happens. You begin to trust yourself. You begin to believe that you are capable of facing the challenges of life. You develop confidence that is not arrogance, but competence. Look at the master musician, the artist, the athlete, the writer, the entrepreneur. None of them are free because they do whatever they feel like doing. They are free because they have trained themselves. They have learned to bear the burdens that others run from. They have disciplined themselves to aim at something higher than their own immediate pleasure, and through that discipline they have found real freedom. The freedom to create, the freedom to move, the freedom to think clearly and act effectively. There is a reason why we admire those who master difficult things. We recognize something noble in them. We see in them the reflection of what we could become if we were willing to pay the price. Excellence is not given. It is earned through thousands of small acts of discipline, repeated day after day in silence when no one else is watching. You are not going to find meaning in life by chasing happiness. Happiness is a byproduct. It comes when you are aligned with a purpose greater than yourself. Discipline makes that alignment possible. Discipline organizes your mind so that your goals become clear. It organizes your body so that your actions match your intentions. It organizes your soul so that you can carry the suffering of life without being crushed by it. The world is full of temptation. It is full of distractions. Every day, every hour, you are being pulled in 1,000 different directions by forces that do not care about your well-being. If you do not impose order on your own life, those forces will impose chaos. Discipline is the shield you carry into battle against that chaos. It is the armor that protects your dreams. It is the sword that clears the path ahead of you. It is tempting to think that discipline is a burden. It is tempting to think that it is a form of oppression. But that is a childish view. It is the view of someone who has not yet understood that freedom has a cost. The cost is responsibility. The cost is sacrifice. The cost is facing yourself honestly, without excuse, without self-pity. No one else can do it for you. No government, no teacher, no parent, no friend. You must choose. You must decide to take up the burden of discipline voluntarily. And when you do, you will find that the burden is lighter than you feared, and that carrying it makes you stronger, not weaker. One of the great paradoxes of life is that when you choose discipline, you choose freedom. When you set boundaries for yourself, you expand your possibilities. When you accept responsibility for your own life, you unlock your potential. Discipline is not the enemy of freedom. It is the foundation of it. If you want to build a life that you are proud of, if you want to become someone who is strong enough to face the tragedies and the chaos of existence without despair, then start with discipline. Discipline your mind, discipline your body, discipline your habits, discipline your speech, discipline your time. At first, it will be painful. Growth always is. But slowly, steadily, you will transform. You will become someone who can be relied upon, someone who can make promises and keep them, someone who can endure hardship without losing their soul, someone who can be trusted with responsibility and therefore trusted with freedom. In the end, it is simple but not easy. Freedom is not given. It is not your birthright. It is something you must earn. And you earn it through the disciplined pursuit of who you could become. That is why discipline is not the enemy. It is the path. It is the doorway to everything you were meant to be. And beyond that doorway, real freedom is waiting for you. Choose discipline. Choose freedom. Choose the life you are capable of living.